This is Simosa. He's an illegal immigrant from Venezuela. One thing about this guy is, this is not the first time the police will be arresting him. Nope. This guy has been arrested 6 different times. But every single time the police arrest him, they let him go. And you wonder why? It's New York. Sanctuary city. Bail reform. No cash bail policy. So every time this guy is arrested, they let him go.
This is video of a smiling Brandon Simosa being led out of the Midtown South precinct on West 35th Street this morning. Police say at about 2 a.m. Sunday, he robbed a 38-year-old woman in the hallway of her Hell's Kitchen apartment building. He allegedly grabbed her purse, cell phone, and bank cards and also performed a lewd act. The victim is a Manhattan assistant DA. She was not injured. Police traced her stolen cell phone to a hotel on West 45th Street, which led them to believe the suspect is a migrant, and they were able to track him down. Police believe he is part of Tren de Aragua. That's the Venezuelan gang that has preyed on people in Times Square and Central Park. Simosa is facing a number of counts, including sexually motivated robbery and burglary. He also has 6 prior arrests, all from this year on similar crimes, and he's believed to have arrived in the U.S. in February of 2023.
So you wonder why this guy is laughing. Why would he laugh? He knows he's gonna get out without bail, bro. Like, this dude knows is, yeah, you're just gonna take me, parade me, and then you let me go. I mean, if you know your actions have no consequences, you laugh. You laugh. But the thing is this guy, according to the news, now they are holding him. Why? Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. His last crime is against one of them. Yes. Now that he's done this, you are holding him. So what happened to the other times? What happened to every other victim that this guy has victimized? Those people don't count? So now that he's doing it to the assistant of the DA, oh, now he has committed crime. So what does that say to you about all this ideology of sanctuary city and all this dumb shit that they're doing in California and New York? It's all about them. The rule is for us and not for them. One thing about this guy that the news also said, he belongs to this Venezuelan gang that they said they're rapidly spreading all across the country, bro.
Law enforcement officials are keeping a close eye on gang-related criminal activity all around the city. The NYPD's Detective Bureau is tracking the dangerous Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. It's made up of young migrants, some just 11 years old, and believed to have arrived here in New York during the migrant surge.
Well, police say their crimes are becoming more brazen. The members even posting their weapons on social media. I mean, look at this picture. This is crazy. Joining us right now is the Assistant Chief, Jason Savino from the NYPD Detective Bureau. Nice to have you here.
Thanks for being with us.
What are you seeing on the streets of New York City? What's the problem?
Yeah, I mean, we have the same concerns. We look at those pictures, tremendously concerning. But right now, what we have, I like to call a perfect storm of sorts, where we have individuals tremendously brazen, absolutely ruthless, individuals that have committed a multitude of crimes with basically no repercussions. You know, so what started out as a robbery crew, upwards of 50 robberies, 20 individuals arrested for upwards of 50 robberies, and out of those 20 individuals, every single one of them is on the streets today.
These guys, they have... I'm a little surprised that we talk about how we want to be sanctuary cities, sanctuary states, and all of that. But what does that even mean to Americans? What does it mean to Americans? Should the city be sanctuary at the detriment of American citizens? Should a state or a city like California, like New York, be sanctuary cities at the detriment of American citizens? Should we continue to house and harbor criminals like this, all because we're sanctuary cities? But what do they think will happen? Oh, that these guys are just going to be alone in New York. I mean, they're literally almost everywhere in the East Coast right now. And everywhere they go to, it's another crime. But yet, sanctuary cities are not going to work with ICE. So they're not going to deport this guy. This guy belonged to the same group of men that have the effrontery to beat police officers.
And 5 men are facing a judge today accused of attacking police officers in Times Square last month.
In total, 7 people have been indicted for this crime, but 3 people have yet to be caught.
5 of them in court today, some of them going back to Rikers. But the DA, once again, as you said at the top there before tossing to me, they are still looking for 3 more people, 3 more suspects in this case.
Even American citizens don't get that bold. American citizens understand, like, yes, oh, I'm upset with the law, but you don't go ahead and beat cops. But these guys don't care. And these are the people who are protecting. The problem coming, they know it will not affect them. When this shit boils up, they know it will not affect them. It's for the common man. It's we the masses that will suffer this. Nothing's gonna happen to them. Because how is it gonna affect them? With all their bodyguards, their security and all of that. So they don't care. It's all politics to them. That's just what it is. Not all illegal migrants are criminals.
And the NYPD stressing once again, and they have said this so many times, they really want to get this point across here, that most of the migrants coming here are not committing crimes. This is a small group that is gradually growing, though, and doing a lot of damage. And the NYPD is working around the clock to get them.
But the ones that are shouldn't even be given a second chance to stay in this country. They shouldn't even stay another day in this country. But instead, we are using them as political pawn against ICE and all of that. And these people wonder why people voted for Donald Trump.
There's crime, there's violent crime, there's migrant crime. We have a new category of crime. It's called migrant crime. And it's going to be worse than any other form of crime. You look at New York City, what's going on where they attack police. They want to fight police officers. Our criminals don't even do that so much, okay? I've never seen they're having fistfights with the police officers in the middle of the street. And we have to do something about it.
This is why people voted for Trump. This is just common sense. And my question is, can any of all these people leave their door open for criminals to just come into their homes? We call America our home, but we are leaving the door open for criminals and gang members to come in and ravage and destroy and rape people and kill people, all because we want to be sanctuary cities. And that's why this guy is laughing. Because he knows the American rules and regulation at this point is stupid, is weak. He knows he will go scot-free with no consequences to his actions. And that is why I'm glad that the new borders will take office. Things should be different.
So real quick, Tom, do you deputize the local, like state police, like Texas DPS wants to work with ICE? They want to work with the Border Patrol. Do they get deputized to help out with this crisis?
Yeah, we're going to fight with the 287G jail program, 287G task force programs, both law enforcement agencies that want to help. Since I've been announced, Lawrence, I've gotten thousands of soldiers that just recently left the military. They want to join forces. Police officers that retired want to join forces. But retired Border Patrol agents, retired ICE agents that want to come back. Retirement from Border Patrol, that paperwork is pulled back. There's a lot of excitement to do this job for the President of the United States.
It's so bad that you have people that have gone on retirement coming back to help out. And according to him, he's ready for all these sanctuary cities.
Tom, real quickly, what happens to a mayor or a local police department chief that is under Democratic leadership that obstructs ICE in your federal agents that are helping get these deportations? What happens to them?
They need to educate themselves. They need to review this. Title 8, United States Code 1324, III. Read about that and don't cross that line because it is a felony to harbor and conceal an illegal alien from ICE. Read the statute, don't cross that line.
I hope these sanctuary cities are ready for him because we shouldn't continue to encourage people like this. Once you come into a country, you're supposed to be a good ambassador of wherever you're coming from. You don't have papers, you don't have legal right to be in this country, and still yet you're committing crime. But we as a country, we are rewarding that behavior. Yeah. I can't wait for Tom to take office and just do what he has to. Because this sanctuary series, they only care about politics. They only care about the numbers, not the people. And that should not be accepted. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.